Hello, my dear second graders. And I know you know what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. I am really excited to be here again today. And I'm going to tell you why. What we are going to do today, I never get to do it in class. Never, ever. Because we're never in session by the time Pentecost comes around. So I'm going to have to give you a lot of background, but it is the first chapter in our book, in our Eucharistic preparation book, and we are going to get started. We are going to light a candle, and we are going to ask the Holy Spirit to come. Oh, and I have a Holy Spirit here to come, but I don't know where the Holy Spirit goes. I have to find. Okay, there goes the Holy Spirit. We're gonna light a candle to remember that Jesus is the light of the world. And just for a little review, purple is for preparation, purple is for preparation, white is for celebration, and we prepare for celebrations. Green is for ordinary time, and right now we are in ordinary time. It's winter or in ordinary time. And red is for Pentecost. So today we are going to use red, and it's the only day we would ever use them in our class together. And I would like to review, to make sense of why it's always at the end of the school year, a little review of what we have learned. And I'm gonna try a different approach with a video. You might not see my face, you might see my hands only. Let's see if this works. I'm not sure, but we'll try. And here we go. So we just went through Advent, and we had 4 weeks that we prepared for Advent. And if we remember the Rosary, the joyful mysteries began with the Annunciation, and then we had the Visitation, and then we celebrated Christmas. And Christmas is our big celebration here. And after Christmas, Jesus was presented to the temple, and then we had a little story about Jesus getting lost in the temple at the age of 13. And we saw that one back in October when we learned the Rosary. Then we have Jesus grows up, he turns 30, he's baptized in the Jordan River by his cousin, and we learn a lot of things about Jesus during the 3 years that he preaches. And then we get to the end of the luminous mysteries, and we get to the institution of the Eucharist. And why is that important? Because we are about to celebrate your first Holy Communion and learn a lot about the Eucharist. And then let's think we do all that during ordinary time. Okay? And I'm not gonna get them all out, don't worry. I'm just gonna bring some out. And then we go through Lent. Lent is about to begin mid-February, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks of Lent. And then we go to Holy Week, where we that night we start with after the institution of the Eucharist, Jesus prays in the garden. Then he's scourged at the pillar. He's made prisoner in the Garden of Olives. He's crowned with a crown of thorns. He carries his cross, and he dies on the cross. But we know that's not the end of the story, so we have the resurrection. And that's Easter Sunday. And that is the first mystery of the glorious mysteries of the Rosary. Then what happens a few weeks later, I think they were 50 days later, so we celebrate Easter for 7 weeks. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks of Easter. Jesus ascends into heaven in body and soul. And a week later, maybe a few days later, when the disciples were a bit scared, gathered all together, the Holy Spirit came. And they were celebrating, they were in a celebration. It's Pentecost. And we use the color red for Pentecost because red is the color of fire. And we're going to learn more in a second video. I'm going to make 2 videos today. And what happened was Pentecost is like Thanksgiving for the Jewish people. It is a celebration of the crop, when all the gathering has been done before the cold months. Not quite sure how cold is the winter, probably not as cold as here. But when the fall is done, when the season of harvest is over, then there is a Thanksgiving celebration. And they call it Pentecost. So they were gathered around celebrating Pentecost. And we are going to learn all about that. But I wanted you to have a little review of the story of the calendar year and the story of Jesus, so that we can jump into our new book and the preparation for the Eucharist. I hope this was helpful. I will send you a picture before I take it down.